Hello guys, how are you? It's Dr. Martz, That's such a duck name. It's very duck, but I don't care. Anyway, today I want to tell you about my college admissions process. And just to give you some stats and my stats, my GPA, my scores, my subjective stuff, everything. So just in case you need it, when I was applying to college, I was looking up a bunch of videos how to get into Stanford, how to get into Harvard with a bunch of people with their stats. So I'm just gonna contribute to that data set. So first of all, I wanted to tell you where I got on my admissions results. So I was accepted at Harvard, accepted at Dartmouth, accepted at Brown, accepted at Jacobs, which is a university in Germany, in Bremen. It's a collaboration between University of Bremen, I think, and Rice University. I also got into Yale-NUS, which is collaboration between National University of Singapore and Yale University. I got accepted into that one. So Yale, Yale and New Haven, I got rejected. Princeton rejected, Cornell rejected. Columbia, I was waitlisted. UPenn waitlisted. Stanford rejected. MIT rejected. Vanderbilt rejected. University of Miami waitlisted. Rice accepted, and Duke waitlisted. Okay, so next up I will be talking about my scores. First of all, I wanted to say side note, and I'm not gonna say scores don't matter, blah blah blah, everything that all the YouTubers say. Oh, just take a second to appreciate yourself, blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna say that I think that I want to recognize hard work, because I didn't have such low scores and I still got into such great universities like Harvard, Brown, etc. And I didn't have such good scores, but I worked my butt off in my extracurriculars and in other things. I didn't have great grades as well. So yeah, I think hard work and if you're passionate, you work hard. I think that's what counts the most. But no, back to my stats, just so you can know. I took the SAT twice. The first time I got a 1310. The second time I got a 1370. The super score was a 1390. I also took the ACT. First time I got a 30, and then the second time I got a 31. Super score 32. I ended up sending the 31, both ACTs, because the super score of 32 was a bit higher according to the conversions. So yeah. APs, I took. Okay, so in 10th grade I took AP Bio. I got a 4 in that test. It was my first AP exam. In 11th grade I took the classes for 2 APs, AP Physics 1 and AP English. And I took the tests. I also self-studied for other AP exams such as Spanish language, French language, environmental science, and chemistry, because I was taking first of all, my native language is Spanish. I've been taking French for 4 years, and I was taking chemistry too, which was pretty much AP Chem. So I took all the exams in environmental science. They've said it was easy, so I took it as well. I got 5s on all of them except for English language, which I got a 3 on. And again, AP Bio in 10th grade, I got a 4 on that one. Okay. Then I received my scores, and I received an AP Scholar with Distinction Award, which is an average of 3.5 or more on 3 or more AP exams. On more than 5 exams. And I also got an AP International Diploma, which is a 3 or higher on 5 exams, 2 language exams, 1 on a global perspective, which was environmental science, 1 on a math and science, which was a physics or a chemistry or bio, and 1 additional one, any other one that I took. So yeah. And my SAT subject tests, I took biology twice, biology molecular. I got 730 my first time, and my second time 760. In chemistry, I got a 760. In math 1, I got a 780. and I sent mostly Math 1, 780, and Bio M, 760 because it had a higher percentile. Then my GPA, when I applied, my GPA unweighted was 3.86. I was ranked 4 in the class. If you want to see my grades, well, I'm just going to read them real fast. Spanish, 3.7, JNIC. No, I'm not going to read them. Just look at them. But you can pause the video, but here they are. I took, like, difficult classes, I guess. They were not necessarily AP classes, but they were college-level classes. Because they were electives, and I mean, I liked it. Mostly I took my classes based on my interest in the subjects. So I took like linear algebra, Chem 3, etc. Computer science, AP, well that one was an AP. I also had to take obligatory classes because I go to a school in Colombia. So I had to fulfill the general requirements of education for Colombia, which were Colombian and Latin American studies, I think 3 credits of that, and Spanish 4 credits. So yeah. Okay, my honors. I was the national finalist at Universidad Antonio Nariño Math Olympiad, which was like a math competition I took. I was the University of Waterloo contests, which are like the Pascal, Cayley, and Fermat. I was school champion in all of them, and in the Pascal exam, I was in the international honor roll. I got the highest MAP score in mathematics at 293. I got the highest pre-SAT and pre-ACT in like my grade. And the excellence awards, which are like awards that the teachers decide to give on 1 or 2 students per year per class. I got excellences in mathematics. I think almost all of my mathematics courses from 9th grade, in chemistry, in biology, AP and not AP, and physics 1 and 2. Okay, so for my extracurricular activities, I did community service. I taught English for students, for underprivileged kids. I was like the curriculum planner, and I was the director. I had to develop lesson plans to teach like English as a foreign language. And I also did some research about cognition with my super amazing teacher called Imogen Herrick. Because I liked it. I was quite interested in like the whole cognitive science deal and all that. I was also the founder of the Advanced Math Club. Again, I developed lessons. I like to teach, and we prepared ourselves for like those math competitions I told you about. Then music. I was in the a cappella club for like 2 years, which wasn't really successful, but like I still wanted to do it. I like singing. I studied French for like 3 years. I started learning on my own for 2 years, and then I moved 1 year and a half with a teacher. I also started learning Chinese Mandarin, and I've been studying for a long while. I mean, not for a long while, just for 1 year. Then I'm also a translator for the parent-teacher conferences and the open houses at school. And for my summers, I went to Stanford Summer Institutes in bioscience. I also was a TED speaker. I was a TEDx speaker for my AP English class. We had to like create a TED Talk, so we gave a TED Talk on nanobiomaterials and like biophysics. Then my school has this thing called Career Week, and we have to like work at some place. So I did an internship. I was a research assistant for a biologist, a microbiologist at University of Texas Rio Grande. And yeah, I think those were all my activities. Oh, I also went to this thing called YYGS, Yale Young Global Scholars in 9th grade during the winter. Yeah. Okay, finally, like stuff, like just stuff that maybe could have helped me. I'm Latino. I'm a dual citizen. I have an American passport as well as a Colombian passport. Both of my parents went to university in Colombia. I play instruments. I play the violin, the piano. And I speak 3 languages, like fluently: French, Spanish, and English. And I sort of understand / communicate in Chinese. Chinese Mandarin. So yeah, my Common Up essay was about one time that I was in the Math Olympics. Yeah, so my school organizes a Math Olympics competition, and in 10th grade, a friend and I were told to actually create the questions instead of participating in the Math Olympics. So we did that. It was really fun. We were the hosts, but our problems were sort of too hard that nobody could solve them. So it was kind of a failure. It was all about that and like how I learned to love challenge, and like I was so passionate about creating math problems more than solving them, and like about teaching them. And then I learned that okay, way too challenging is not good in an educational environment, etc. Like it was basically a reflection where I learned a lot. Yeah, basically that. And I also included a lot of like how I love math, like how it's my passion for math. Okay. Then my other essays, I mean, these vary by schools, but I remember writing an essay about community service. My kids at Trinidad, which I told you where I teach EFL, English as a Foreign Language. I put my heart and soul in and worked my butt off for that project, so I wrote about it, and I love it. I love designing a curriculum. I love investigating about like how to teach students to become better thinkers, more than teaching them English, like teaching them to think. So yeah, I think that's fun. Yeah, and I guess that's it. So, these were my stats. I hope this video helps you to decide or to like sort of to like see where you can go. If you have low scores like I did, don't be discouraged to not to like apply to universities, to apply to your dream schools, because like you never know what's gonna happen, you know. So yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Please give a like to this video and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.